We told you about Marcus. We told you about Marcus. We told you about Marcus. Welcome back to the Urban Bowlers. Reflection on the England game yesterday. And again, many said he's too busy feeding the kids. Many said he's dead and gone because he plays for Manchester United, of course. People hate on Manchester United always. This boy has been on fire this season. Why he's not been starting ahead of Sterling this whole time for England, Gareth, we will never understand. However, Gareth, I hope you understand now. If Marcus plays, England do bits. Second thing is, Foden, he ended up getting his goal. Yes, Saka's been playing amazing as well. To be fair, Saka's amazing. And in form. Sterling's not so in form. So we've got, just leave him out, man. Leave Sterling out now. He's not scored a Premier League goal since August. Leave him on that bench. He's not ready for this. You need Marcus because he's direct. He's hunting for goals. That's all he's about. And then you can have Kane, who loves to hog the ball, loves to play football. Saka or Foden, who loves the ball to feet. But I think playing with Foden and Rashford, who both know where the goal is amazing. And I do hope we see them again. Now, what does that leave for England going forward? We also told you about the Yorkshire Pearl. Anyway, at least I've been telling people around me. I'm in the busy streets of Leeds right now. We told you about the Yorkshire Pearl, Calvin Phillips. He needed to get fit. He needed to be on the bench. I even like to see Trent on the bench because, or at least coming on off the bench, because these players are the creative players. Declan Rice, I love you, Declan Rice. Amazing player. But he can't thread a ball through the midfield to break through lines. And Henderson is the same. The dynamic midfielders. Mount is the same, dynamic midfielders. But you need someone who's got that bit of creativity in the midfield to create something. And that's what Calvin Phillips will do. We left Ward-Prowse at home. Maddison's injured. You need someone with a bit of that extra touch. That extra bit of quality, which England unfortunately don't. They have a great dynamic midfield. Bellingham. Look at all these players. Mount. Look at all these players. Declan Rice, Henderson. All high energy midfielders. Box to box. Run around midfielders. But they don't have that calm to be able to thread through a pass. We saw Calvin Phillips played for how long? 30 minutes? 25 minutes? But he got his assist. Because he's a guy who knows how to dictate the play with his passing. Let's compare now England to even France, who've got Chouameni and they've got Rabiot. Even Rabiot is better than England midfielders, apart from Calvin Phillips, at threading those passes through. Even Rabiot is. Now imagine if they still had Paul Pogba. Now let's look at even a team like Portugal, who people aren't even calling favourites. Who do they have? Neves, who can dictate play with his passing. And then they also have in the holes, in the pockets, Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva. They've got that creative genius. England, for me, the difference between them and winning this World Cup is that creative flair from midfield. And I do think we need to see Calvin Phillips a bit more, because he's the one guy who can unlock a defence with his passing. Trent, is it too late for him to come into form and be creative from the right side? I do think he's not going to get too much game time going forward, unless if England are very desperate. But still, I'm happy to see Calvin Phillips, and I do see him getting a little bit more game time as the tournament goes on. Still, I do think England will be a bit short for this tournament, and I hope they do well, because you know me, everybody knows me. I'm Irish and Libyan, so I'm not technically an England supporter, but when Marcus Rashford's on that pitch, boy do I support England. So if Rashford is playing, I do hope England get far and even win the tournament. But if not, I do think there are better teams. Even, you know, being neutral, I think Brazil have a bit more, and they do have that creative flair in every single position. Their defence is solid. Then they've got Casemiro who can pass the ball, Paqueta who can pass the ball, Bruno Guimaraes who can pass the ball, Fred who can do a little bit of dribble and get through the midfield, Rodrigo, Junior, all these ballers, Jesus, Richarlison. It's too much, man. Rafinha, Anthony. They've got too much sauce. And then, like I said, France, they've got the best player in the world right now. Mad form. Mbappe can't be stopped, with Griezmann and Giroud working with him. The other winger, Dembele or Coleman, amazing. And the two midfielders, I think they're doing well. To say that Chouameni and Rabiot have replaced Kante and Pogba, I think they're doing an amazing job. And I do see them getting very far. And the last team, I'm not going to call them the dark horses, but Portugal, nobody would think Portugal would win it. But if you look at their squad depth, Leao off the bench, João Felix performing well. You look at the good midfield, solid midfield. You look at the fullbacks, they've got good fullbacks, two very good fullbacks in Cancelo, and then whoever plays left back, whether it's Guerrero or the other left back that Portugal have. I think they've got a lot to offer. They've got a complete squad. And I think last but not least, let's not forget about Spain. Let's see what Spain do, but I do think they've got the magicians. And you know what? It may be a World Cup 2 years, 4 years too soon, but sometimes if it clicks, it clicks. So they're my 4 top teams. Will England, answer in the comments, let me know in the comments, will England be able to beat France, Brazil, Spain and Portugal to get to this World Cup? Let us know what you thought of England's latest performance, and we'll see you in the next one. Make sure if you are new, do subscribe, and don't be a bell, click the notification bell. Peace!